I've been wanting to share this story since the incident occurred about 3 weeks ago. I was hiking with the woman who currently has a strong hold on my heart. We were about 10 minutes into our sunset hike. We passed this older gentleman. We stopped him in his tracks. He paused, puts his hand up like this, looks at her, looks at me. He says to me, "What are you, a dude or a pussy? What's with the blanket?" I paused, looked at her, looked back at him, thinking they might know each other. Wasn't the case. So I said to him, "Well, in case you didn't know, sir, real men wear blankets." Opened it up, said, "Come on, there's room for two. Get in here." And he just kind of chuckled, said something else, and we just kind of turned and went on our way. Now, in that moment, had the devil over here, the angel over here. Now, the devil's saying, "I want to bash his skull in with that rock." Meanwhile, the angel, of course, responds, "Oh, poor guy. He's hurting. He's sad. At his age, to still associate a blanket, a warm, comfortable, potentially life-saving blanket, with a baby. Poor guy. For those are the ones who need to be shown the most love." But it doesn't stop there. About 20 minutes later, as we're nearing the top, two other young kids, maybe early mid-20s, kind of just looked at me and laughed. "You're wearing a blanket." Now, not to mock anyone in particular, but that is how I perceive individuals like that to be. Lacking intellect, lacking experience, and social skills for that matter. So again, the devil over here, angel over there. Devil's just like, these kids. Look at that. Just shove them right off the edge. No one will ever know. No. That's not how we respond to situations like this. We're grown adults. So the devil jumps in and says, I got this. All I said was, "Hey man, setting the ambiance, right? I'm hiking with this beautiful woman. Of course I'm gonna carry a blanket to the top of the mountain, get warm and cozy, cuddle up." Once again, poor kids. They just haven't been shown the love and the support, the example from real men on not only how to treat a woman, but how to hold on to tradition, to things as such. These handmade blankets, quilted by grandmother's hand, using some of the finest yarn. What do they know? Makes me sad. Though after the fact, I got home that night and sure, I kept my cool, and maybe I was a little offended at first. Hell, the man called me a dude. I could care less about being called a pussy. The fact that he used that language in front of the lady, that is what I was most upset about. Though looking back, I would have responded differently and said a little something like this: "Sir, aren't you a little too old to be using that kind of language?" And in front of the lady, I'd say that is disrespectful. So, now I know. I think tonight we've got plans to hike around that same time. And I think I'll bring this blanket with me. Hopefully I get a few compliments